So we're back with Cloak and Dagger DLC. Give me a second.
The master says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats.
Here we go. The DLC.
Okay, my lovely Gwenthusiasts. This one gets a little creepy. Story is, there are a couple of kids, Tyrone and Tandy. They get along, but find themselves on the wrong side of the tracks. We've all been there. But these guys, they end up getting experimented on by some kind of evil criminal mastermind. He has a particular interest in chemicals, mixing them up, seeing what happens. Kinda like when I eat multi-flavored jelly beans, try combining toffee with bubblegum. Anywho, you know how it goes. The kids get in the way, end up acquiring devastating powers. He's Cloak, she's Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, get it? Back to the evil criminal mastermind. Obviously, he has an overpowered super henchman somewhere. They never work alone, these guys. Which means Cloak and Dagger are gonna have to utilize all their fancy new powers in order to escape from the lab and the bad guys. Good luck!
I already got True Believer by just collecting one code. Usually it's harder than this to get True Believer.
Looks like our heroes have gotten themselves into a bit of a sticky situation here. I wonder if there's a way they can get that gate to open.
So they're kind of in a relationship. It's not a good one though. Like,
Well, that takes care of the gate.
so Dagger is kind of like the light to. Funny enough, Cloak's dark. Like they kind of work like yin and yang together. Whoops. That is fucking awesome that she does that. Yeah. Like, he can teleport people through his cape, like, pretty neato. Where she's more like a healing type, I think. If he can go invisible.
Phew, another problem solved. So, what's next for our death-defying duo?
Ow. That would make sense.
Uh-oh. Seems our heroes have interrupted Blackout's heist. He's not gonna be happy about this.
Blackout. I'm sorry, Blackout. Sounds like the most generic character ever.
Except you, Dagger. You should probably stay right where you are to keep that gangplank in place. Aw, back together at long last. super cool powers and reasonably competent in the art of fishing? Is there anything these guys can't do?
Blackout.
Blackout's got henchmen doing his dirty work. Maybe I should get some of these guys to do my chores.
Yep, there you go. First achievement. Because you had to kill like, I think it's 20 bad guys. That's dagger.
Whoa! Looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the lab this morning. I guess Blackout's day is just about to go from bad to worse. Oh yeah! He didn't last too long, did he? That's what happens when you mess around with dark force manipulation, kids. I know what you're thinking. What happened to the evil criminal mastermind? There'll be a twist here somewhere, but I can't work out what it is. IMO. Looks like Cloak and Dagger just need to start enjoying their powers. I mean, that's what I do. You get what you're given. Gotta see the positive side.
I get one more achievement, I think. Yep. Now I only get to need the... Oh yeah, because the secret characters probably missed negative. Since that was blackout. Oh, I get Mr. Negative already. Cool. So, we get blackout. Cloak. Dagger, of course. Like, it's obvious. Mr. Negative. Nightmare. Oh, he's just a strange villain. But what does he do right there? That's actually kind of funny. Shroud. Don't know who that fuckface is. Silvermane. He sounds familiar.
You want me to shovel all that snow? That's too much, man.
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
Marcus Daniels. Oh, creates portals. Ooh. Marcus worked as a laboratory assistant to Dr. Abner Coit, who was attempting to build a device to tap into the energies from other dimensions. After an accident in the lab, Marcus was exposed to the power of the Dark Force dimension and discovered he now had the power to manipulate Dark Force. Naming himself Blackout and creating a special suit to contain the Dark Force, he began testing his powers in a series of robberies.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum? Maybe I'll get one of those. Okay, my lovely Gwenthusiasts, this one gets a little creepy. Story is, there are a couple of kids, Tyrone and Tandy. They get along, but find themselves on the wrong side of the tracks. We've all been there. But these guys, they end up getting
So, all I need to do now is for both of my characters to be Mr. Negative, first of all. Second of all, I just need to complete the level with all the minikits. There you go, double negative.
Hmm?
Huh? I can't use this?
Well,
Nobody's perfect.
All systems engage. Okay, let's show what we got.
The Black Panther is ready to strike once more.
Excelsior! I have a feeling I'm in for some strange tales today. Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
Yeah! This is gonna be sweet!
My family's counting on me. I know I can do this. Ooh, shiny. I'd better hold on to this. Ooh, shiny. I'd better hold on to this. Yikes! Gotta be more careful. My particular set of inhuman powers should help here. Ooh, shiny. I'd better hold on to this. What is the origin of this? It's so beautiful.
There we go. That was the last trophy. You get one for completing, one for becoming like true believer. You get another one for the most obvious one, getting all 10. And you get the last one for saving Stanley. And since there's no secret characters in this one, you don't have to worry about that.
Something must have gone down in the cave of dragons.
that disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Is it odd that I'm really craving ice cream?
Originally a member of the Snakehead gang, the man known as Martin Lee was captured by the Magia crime family and subjected to a chemical called delight. As a result, Lee developed superpowers and his personality split in two halves. Martin Ling, who is focused on humanitarian aid, and Mr. Negative, who is dedicated to revenge against the Magia. Silvio and his family immigrated from Italy to Manhattan when he just was a child, and by the time he was a teenager, Silvio had joined the Mafia crime family. Silvio worked on a Delight project that created Cloak and Dagger, um, who were also responsible for his downfall. Upon his defeat, Silvio's brain was transferred into a robotic body, which gave him superhuman um, powers. Shroud. Often just 10 years old, Max vowed um, to dedicate his life to fighting crime. As after finishing college, he traveled to Nepal to join the cult of Kali to study their martial arts. Upon completing their training, he was branded with the Kiss of Kali, which took away Max's sight but replaces it with mystical extraordinary perception, and eventually took the identity as Shroud.
The master says I won't make
Nightmare.
any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing geese.
He's a dream demon.
But it's so cold here.
Nightmare is the ruler of Nightmare World, found within the dream dimension, whilst his realm Nightmare's being of near omnipotent power and has the power of influence living beings as they sleep, as well as trap a sleeping person's astral form in his world to torment them in any way he wishes. Nightmare is a frequent foe of Doctor Strange. See, I didn't know that. Hashtag just kidding. I know that. I'm so sorry, like, I already knew that. After running away from his home in Boston, Tyrone arrived in New York alone, penniless, after saving Sandy Bowen from being robbed by a pair. The pair become friends and eventually tricked by a chemist into being test subjects for a new chemical known as Delight. The drug awoken the dark force inside Tyrone, and he became known as Cloak. Daggers. After feeling alone and neglected in her hometown, Sandy traveled to New York to start anew. After Tyrone Johnson saved her from being robbed, the pair became friends and eventually tricked by a chemist awoken the light force inside Sandy, and she became known as Dagger. It was her light that kept Cloak's darkness in check. And that's why they sort of kind of have Mr. Negative in it too. To kind of have that, like, they have the yin and yang to each other.
Feel like I've been walking for hours.
So that's all, folks. All you have to do is complete the level Double Trouble. Then to get the second one is complete level Double Trouble with all the mini kits unlocked. The third one is complete the level Double Trouble after achieving status as True Believer. The third one, or the fourth one is double negative. Have both characters in free play to be Mr. Negative in Double Trouble. And the last one is double-edged dagger. Defeat 20 enemies on a level Double Trouble as dagger. So yeah, it's pretty easy to obtain.